carcass weight, again, is the weight of the dressed carcasses that's coming off the harvest floor and going into the hot box or the cooler. The base for that, now, there's several different ways you can calculate the yield grade, but I'll kind of just give you a basic one. You start with a base weight. The base weight is 600 pounds for a hot carcass weight. For every 25 pounds that the carcass varies from that 600 pounds, then you would make adjustments in 0.1 units to that preliminary yield grade that we have based on the fat thickness. So for example, if we have a 700 pound carcass, we would add 0.5 units to the yield grade. Does that make sense? It's kind of, so you know that varies 100 pounds, or we're going to make 0.5 unit adjustment to that preliminary yield grade that we started off for that carcass. Now, on the other end of the scale, if we have a 550 pound carcass, we would subtract 0.2 units, because that's 50 pounds away from that base of 600 pounds. So for the ribeye area, it's again determined at line speed, but you know, if we use this grid to get the exact measurement, which is calibrated in 0.1 square inches, the base for ribeye, again, based on a 600 pound carcass, we would expect a 600 pound carcass to have about an 11 square inch ribeye. After measuring the ribeye, we can adjust that based on, adjust the PYG based on that ribeye area. So again, we would expect a 600 pound carcass to have an 11 square inch ribeye. If the ribeye of a 600 pound carcass is actually larger than that, we would adjust the yield grade down. Remember, because a lower numerical yield grade means a higher yielding carcass. So if it's heavier muscled, has a larger ribeye, it's going to be higher yielding. So we would adjust the preliminary yield grade down. And then the final thing, again, the KPH, the internal fat, the base for that is 3.5%. And so for every half a percentage point that the internal fat varies from that 3.5% base, the yield grade would be adjusted up or down 0.1 units.